Hey, what's going on, y'all? It's the one and only young homie M Status, and you are about to be tapped into my brand new single, All About You, featuring and produced by the super talented Dre Still Poppin. Hey, big shouts to Tri-Cities.Mixtape. It's YS. Oh, yes.
This shit just such a vibe, you know? Just what it feel like.
You be cocaine, shawty. Never saw friends, shawty. In the dope, see the pins, shawty. I know you love to see me win, shawty. I know you love to see me win. She heard me on this. Said she love my piece, said she gave me a kiss. Shawty, don't miss her. All this shit, I wanna get out this club. I wanna get way too drunk. I wanna get in your space. Shawty keeps touching my face. I wanna feel her ways. Shawty don't play these games. I wanna feel her ways. Shawty don't play these games. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. About you, about you. It's all about you. It's all about you. It's all about you.
So I'm just tryna set the mood. What you wanna do, shawty? Maybe catch a vibe or two. I won't pressure you, girl, it's cool. Pretty young thing, you just wanna live life right. She wanna do her, she don't wanna be the wife type. Going on dates, staying out late, deleting all the snap stories on the next day. Living like a dream when she on the scene. Every nigga in the club tryna buy a drink. But I just give her space, even though she's used to that chase. I'm the only one she wanna do. I can see it all in her face. She don't wanna fall in love, but she wanna fall in place. And when I get her all alone, I know she's lying when she says that
It's all about you.
It's okay,
It's all
though.
about you.
We can pretend.
It's all about you. It's all about
Yeah.
you. About you. About you.
it's all about you.
It's all about you.
It's all about you.
It's all about you. About you. About you. About you.
Hey, my love, lately I can tell you ain't the same. My love, is there anything I've done to cause you pain? My love, what's the issue? Can I come through? I kinda miss you so with the distance, I'm always persistent. Are you trying to get vengeance? He bringing down the mood. I don't know what to do, but this remains true. It's always, always, always been all about you. All about you. All about you, baby. All about you, about you, about you, about you.
Ain't nobody else dropping shit like this. Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it. Should we apologize? Or fuck them, just leave them busy. Should we apologize? Or fuck them, just leave them busy. Ain't nobody else dropping shit like this. Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it. Should we apologize? Or fuck them, just leave them busy. Should we apologize? Or fuck them, just leave them busy. Ain't nobody else dropping shit like this. Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it. Should we apologize? Or fuck them, just leave them busy. Should we apologize?
Okay, I got these niggas big mad, yeah. I just be staying up in my bag, yeah. It ain't my fault that you really down bad, yeah. Niggas popping up looking all sad, yeah. In my city, man, the hoes they choosing. You wiped up that girl, now you mad cause you losing. And any nigga that call themselves mad at stats, it's probably cause they girl holler back. I promise, man, I'm keeping hella rap niggas secrets. Hoes choosing up every season, I'm that nigga for a reason. That nigga that you tell her to delete from her social media when she said I like his beats. I'm that nigga that makes you wanna know where she really at when she's coming to my show. Why her YouTube history is all my music videos. Is anybody else coming this cold? Hell no.
Ain't nobody else dropping shit like
nobody
this.
else, nigga.
Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it.
For
Should we
real.
apologize? Or fuck it, just leave them busy. Should we apologize?
Nigga, fuck it, just leave them busy. Yeah.
Ain't nobody else dropping shit like
Ain't
this.
nobody else.
Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it. Should we apologize? Or fuck it, just leave them busy. Should we apologize? Or fuck it, just leave them busy.
this car with you. Boy, I'm so scared to lose. Got me like, ooh, got me going crazy. Got me like, ooh, got me going crazy. Got me like, ooh, got me going crazy. Got me like, ooh, crazy.
Ain't nobody else dropping shit like this. Somebody probably jealous cause they bitch got it. Should we apologize? Fuck them, just leave them busy. Should we apologize? Fuck them, just leave them busy.
This is the very first episode of the Tri-Cities.Mixtape.Podcast. My name is Miguel Ortiz. I have been a musician for over 20 years, played in several bands. I used to interview hip-hop and R&B artists. Back in the 2010s, I had a little YouTube run. So I've always been kind of a documentarian or, I don't know, just a music nerd, but especially focused on local music. Anyway, my name is Miguel Ortiz, a longtime musician. For this first episode, I brought in some very talented people, and I will throw to them, and they'll tell you about them. First, we got Karlee V.
What's good? I'm Karlee V. I am a reporter here in Tri-Cities. I write about arts and entertainment, amongst other things, and I also write for Tumbleweird, and I cover all sorts of local bands and events and happenings and
Shout out to
what's
Tumbleweird.
not.
We're lucky to have you, Karlee. We'll get into the details of all that, but also we have here a very talented musician. I'll let him introduce himself, and then we'll tell the story of how we all met here.
What's up? Yeah, I'm Vic Williamson. I've been a musician for about 20 years, and here locally I play in about 4 projects. One including ourselves, yeah.
Yeah, what are the active bands you're in right now, Vic?
Yeah, so active bands that I'm in currently, in all of my bands, I play the drums. I play some rhythm instruments, so drums or bass. I'm in a pop punk band called Word Up, and then I'm in a hardcore project called Check Your Chin. And then I don't know what we call ourselves here, Miguel. It's Migs and Vic so far. That's our working title.
Yeah, we're figuring it out. We have so many things we want to do.
Yeah.
But I met Vic. We were both recruited to be in a band that didn't work out, but we definitely had the chemistry, like, right off the bat. And upon talking to Vic, I realized he'd also been a musician for 20 years, but he did not look as old as me. I'm 40. I was born in 1983. But Vic was definitely under 30, and he said he'd been playing drums for 20 years. So Vic, what, would you just crawl into a drum set? How young were you when you started getting into music?
Yeah, it was around 5 or 6 years old. I started incessantly beating on pots and pans, like a lot of drummers' origin story tends to be.
Yeah.
And, my dad was a drummer. My uncle was also a drummer, and my mother, she played trombone, so she was a musician.
Oh, nice.
They were all down with the cause. So I had my first drum set by 7 years old. It was a teeny tiny little first stack drum set.
Okay,
get him started.
Yeah. My son broke his like the first week. We got him he was only 3 though. So what got you started? You had like drum lessons or self-taught, or did you play in the church or play in school?
Yeah, completely self-taught until about 9th grade. Then I joined the drum line in high school.
Oh, fuck. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and I got more concert-based training too. So I did drum line and symphonic orchestra and all that good stuff. Learn how to read music. Yeah.
Yeah, Vic is definitely, and I'm not just, kissing his ass or whatever, but he's definitely one of the best drummers I've ever played with. And I've been playing in shitty garage rock bands and other bands and making my own music for many, many years. And I've played with a lot of drummers. And just, the instant chemistry and when you can trust that it's taken care of. I love playing with musicians like that. And Vic has definitely been, no shade to all the drummers I've played with. But yeah, Vic is, I can, again, the natural chemistry musically and just personally that we've had, and yeah, we've been trying to make a band ever since we met each other, aside from the band that we were put in together.
Right.
But the funny thing, Vic was also, even if Vic and I hadn't been put together in that band, he was actually there, and so was Karlee, at the very first time I performed in the last like 6 years, like an actual show that wasn't an open mic. I was backing up C-Ray, a local rapper, producer, writer, whatever. He does many things. I was backing him up on electric guitar at the Spooky Island for Karma. Shout out to Karma. And Vic was dressed like a voodoo witch doctor because it was a Halloween show. Yeah, and I didn't know if the dreads was your actual hair or part of the costume. You had the top hat and everything. But no, but apparently Karlee was at that show too.
I was at that
So,
show.
like, it's funny. The more I start digging into the music scene, the smaller it gets, and the more that I realized. I was interviewing the kids from Flightless, and one of them was in Moocher, and I'm like, dude, I saw you guys play at the Mushroom Fest. He's like, oh yeah, that was the Pueblo. And I'm like, oh, crazy. So I'm sure the three of us were at the same rock shows or even rap shows before we met each other, or even knew each other.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah,
No question.
I'm realizing that now.
Yeah.
And I got started in podcasting. I was helping out the guys at the Shanty Radio back from April up until recently, and found that I know how to produce and run a podcast. So I wanted to definitely. I've never been bound by any genre. If you've listened to any band I've been in, like no two songs sound the same, but it's the same group of people making it. I've always had I was gonna call it a schizophrenic music taste, but I know that's not. I don't want to belittle people with, mental ailments or whatever, but I've always had a very varied and eclectic music taste. I've never been bound to one genre that I listen to or that I play. Like when I was making hip hop, I was playing rock guitars and indie guitar and mixing electro drums and shit and rapping over it. So yeah, I've never been bound by genre. So the spirit of this show is to just have like a mixtape, have a collection of a bunch of songs from Pacific Northwest artists. And hopefully, the average music listener will find at least one song they'll like. And if you can find more than that, great. But we're going to give you a little bit of everything. All genres welcome. You can send your songs to us. It's tp@gmail.com. And that's for Tri-Cities.Mixtape. That's who we are here. And again, thank you all for listening. And thank all these artists. We've gotten like dozens of submissions so far. Like we have enough to do the first couple episodes already. We had to choose which ones to play and not. So the playlist format of these shows is going to be we'll play a dozen songs or so from local active artists and talk about goings-ons, local shows and events, album drops, festivals, whatever's going on. And then in between that, we'll have interview episodes where we'll talk to local artists, musicians, bands, venue owners, sound guys, bookers, anybody who is in the music world. We actually have an interview scheduled with an editor of a local newspaper or a local magazine. Culture magazine?
Zine. Yeah, culture zine, I think is a good way to say it.
Yeah, other than Karlee, we've also attracted the attention of other real journalists. And we'll be interviewing one of them soon, and they'll be talking about the Tri-Cities Mixtape in the papers. Hopefully, y'all can come away from these episodes with at least one new band that you follow or one song you add to your playlist. But we're going to get into the next song.
So next we have Cascade Cody and his Unpulled Bootsraps with Anacortes Waltz.
Off the shores of Hidalgo, my chest was left hollow to the memory of the Anacortes Waltz. And mine were dancing to the Anacortes Waltz, and I swore she was the last of my dreams. My sweetheart in seconds, gallantly stepping with the pearl of the Northwestern Sea.
I held my darling softly to the Anacortes waltz, neath the yellow moonlight so serene. Neath the shadow of Baker, I was just a lost sailor, stuck off the shores in between. Off the shores of Hidalgo, my chest was left hollow to the memory of the Anacortes waltz. Oh, she left me alone swaying to the Anacortes waltz, a vessel left sinking in time. And any lighthouse is worthless here in sweet Annie Curtis. Any love of that name isn't mine. Off the shores of Hidalgo, my chest was left hollow to the memory of the Anacortes waltz.
That was Anacortes Waltz by Cascade, Cody, and his Unpulled Bootsraps. Next up, we got No Fame in the Cards by Biff Got Killed.
Biff Got Killed is from Bellingham, and actually Cascade Cody, he used to be a rapper back when I met him in Yakima, like in the early 2010s. But now he's transitioned to like a bluegrass kind of Americana folky country thing, and it's really dope. He moved up to Bellingham, and he's got like a whole band, and there's a lot of great musicians in Bellingham. And yeah, shout out to Biff Got Killed. They're also from Bellingham. I want to thank y'all guys again for sending me in your music, and both of them can be found on all streamers, along with the first song we had, which was All About You by M Status featuring Dre Still Poppin' and Andrea Alize. So, Karlee V here is a music journalist, and watching her Instagram stories on the weekend is always fun. You get to see all the cool bands that she got to see.
Somewhere.
And she's also great about tagging the bands too, because like sometimes I see a dope act and then I gotta like go to people's pages and do the digging to find like just tag the fucking bands, please.
If
Please.
they are on Instagram,
Yeah.
I will tag them. The only people I don't tag are people who don't have an active Instagram, and then I'll put their name somewhere on there so people can still look them up to stream them, and I'll usually throw in the venue as well. So,
yeah.
and
That's good.
That way, what I try to do and why I'm so active on my socials with the shows that I'm seeing is I want to serve as like a recommendation point. So no matter what music you listen to, at some point you might see a story of mine where you're like, hey, I really like that. Let me go find them, start listening to them. That's my goal. No matter what you listen to, you can find something like that one of these weekends.
Yeah. This young woman has great taste in music, so it's worth the follow. But I did see
at Karlee V News.
At Karlee V News, yeah. I did see that you were at a show maybe last night or sometime this week, and there was a dude with a goblin mask on stage.
Yeah.
And it inspired me to bring up a question, because me knowing Karlee as I've known you for, I don't know, half a year.
Good while now.
A couple months, whatever. I knew that the rock show where there was a goblin dude on stage giving out foam swords was not the craziest stage performance you've seen. So I wanted to ask y'all, what is the craziest shit y'all witnessed at a show, music show, either on stage or off? I can start with a few of mine that I'm flipping a coin on which one is.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so
we'll go around.
Okay, so the first one in Bellingham, there was this band called Guillotine Eyes. When I saw them, there was one dude sitting on like a little yellow plastic chair with metal legs that you would see in a fucking grade school. There's a dude sitting on stage playing the electric guitar, sitting on this fucking little chair. And there's another dude in this like nice pinstripe suit with a pantyhose over his head. And the legs come down
like
like floppy ears, and
yeah.
he's got like a fedora, and you can't really see his face.
Okay, sir.
And there's another member of the band, and I'm saying member with quotes because it was just like a burlesque dressed girl with angel wings, but like them cheeks were out, and she had something that was like covering the front. So this dude was never on stage. Him and the girl, she was strong. Like she fucking pushed me out of the way, bumped me. And, you know, like to like make a scene out here, and he was like antagonizing people. Well, no, he's like going up, especially if anybody like looked like square or older, he would go up to them and like be singing in their face, and it was just all very weird and scary. And then Angel Girl takes something off and reveals herself to have a giant, like down to her knees, floppy dildo thing.
Fantastic.
That in the middle of songs, Homeboy would switch from the microphone to grabbing that. And not singing in it, but filleting it, or simulating the act of filleting the thing. And so this was Guillotine Eyes, and it was great. I was in like an alt pop band at the time, and they wanted to do a show with us just because they needed an opener. And then I'm like, this bill is just too crazy. We can't do it. Like.
Damn,
yeah.
That's a really
so
good
that was
answer
Guillotine
to the
Eyes
question.
in Bellingham, and that was one of the craziest, weirdest things, because he was also like, he got in the face of our cellist. We had a cellist in our band.
Because it's all pop, of course.
Yeah. And her sweet old like mom was in there, and he was like in her face, and like, you know. And then I think at some point he had the dildo wrapped around his neck because it was like really long. So he had taken it off her or unstrapped it from her. and he had it around his neck, and he was like teasing people with it while he was still singing these weird songs. And there's only his voice and the guitar on stage. It's the only music being played. And the girl who was like the angel burlesque lady, she just seemed to just like push dudes in the crowd out of the way, like just kind of just punk them and muscle them. She did me. She's like, she wasn't as tall as me, but like she like, I could just tell she fucking checked me real good, and she did not give a fuck. She was like, I was like, yes, please, fucking push me out of the way. So there was that. That was Guillotine Eyes in Bellingham, and also in Bellingham, I saw this dude. He had a bunch of animatronic teddy bears that he triggered to play music, and he put on a stage show as if these teddy bears had enslaved him and are making him turn all these knobs and stuff to help them make the music. But they were like, it was like a psychotic fucking Chuck E. Cheese animatronic thing. Like it was a robot with like, you know, like a Chuck E. Cheese outfit on it or whatever. And it was made to like strum guitars and play chords and do all this shit. And he had it all fucking, it was called like the...
What?
Sick.
I'm sorry.
I forget what they were called. I'm flipping a coin between those two things. Is like, I was very happy for the show that I paid for and watched, and the music was amazing. But as far as an experience, I was like, fuck yeah.
God damn. Yeah, that's for real.
Yeah. So those are two of the craziest shows. I guess we can just, y'all can decide for yourselves which one was crazier. But I didn't mean to come so hard on the fucking.
Damn.
But what is your guys' craziest show?
I don't know, like a good definition of crazy. I've seen some really well-produced shows, which I don't think anything I've seen really beats like an animatronic mimicking like stage alter. Yeah, but that's one of the reasons I love hardcore shows. They just get really wild, and you have no idea. You have no idea what's next. I guess one of my favorite things to see is a band called Hostages. They aren't here from the Pacific Northwest, but they have a lot of brother bands out here in the Pacific Northwest, so shout out to Hostages. They're from Chicago. And Tyler, their lead vocalist, oh my gosh, the first show that I ever seen them play, which it was insanity, like wall-to-wall type stuff. Like halfway through the set, they just take the mic and just start bashing themselves in the head until they are bleeding everywhere. Like there was this... It was gory. It was sick.
Is that the venue's mic, or did they bring that with them?
They have their own mic. Okay. It's cool.
Maybe
it was the venue's mic. I mean, we're tearing the place apart.
Hey, during sound check, can we stop and make sure it sounds all right when I do this real quick? Okay, just checking.
Can you put some reverb on it?
That's like the hardcore catharsis that we experience right out there. Like eyes roll, just bam, 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 until there was just blood pouring, and then continues to play the show. Jumps into the pit. Like I love that. And another band that's actually from Spokane that I love to see come around and play. They're called Spooky.
I was gonna say Spooky too.
Gotta love Spooky.
I was gonna shout out Spooky.
They're just
fantastic.
In an entire performance. You gotta enjoy them. My buddy Micah plays, and Wes. So Wes is also Grub Munchkin, if you would love to know. That's one of my artist picks, right? Yeah. So part of the aura that they give is you gotta see their shows. But let's just say their dress is amazing. Their costume is amazing. They come on with a Western vibe, which Micah always presents with the super sick Western cowboy aesthetic, and I'm here for it.
Assless chaps.
What? Yeah, thank you, Karlee. What is a cowboy without his assless chaps? So you got to see them. Oh yes, it's so bright. You've got to see Spooky purely for the strip. For the strip part of the show, and of course the drummer strips too. And my dude Wes, love it. Wearing a huge flowered dress. It's amazing. It's so frilled. It's excellent. And it's just having that cathartic moment in the middle of hardcore brutality, where they then proceed to one of my favorite songs that they do is it's the crowd song. So you get the striptease, you get the shock factor from the outfits, and then they go straight into a song where Micah's like, I'm kind of tired. You guys do the lyrics, and boom. That's why I think, younger crowds especially like to come out to these shows and just rip on the mic. From there, the show is in your hands. And so that's also like one of the coolest things to see is to have the shock from the strip, and then they just give you the mic, and let's see what comes out after that.
I want to give some context. I've been to quite a few shows with Vic, or seen him at shows. And we're at some show, and there was a rapper who thought he wanted the crowd to mosh or whatever, but fucking Vic got out there, dude threw his shirt off. He was like, really, he scared everybody off the fucking floor, and he was like the only guy moshing, and I'm like this rapper or whoever the performer was, they did not know what they were asking for, or these kids, like, they thought they were gonna bump into each other, but you were like flailing arms, and your there aren't many shows that I've seen you at where you don't end up with your shirt off, going wild right next to the stage. And I love that, because you are exactly the audience member that I would want if I was rocking a fucking stage.
Any genre too. I don't care what show I'm at.
Karlee, the professional music journalist, although you are the youngest of us here, I'm sure that you've seen some shit.
Yeah, well, Spooky was gonna be one of my shout outs because they're the most local of the examples that I thought of. They're based in Spokane, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they're great. Absolutely also recommend seeing them because he'll play guitar and then during breaks spin around, do a 180, so you see just ass, and then you spin around, you spin around and you see guitar again, so you're just and then he'll flip back and forth, so it's like guitar ass, guitar ass, guitar ass. It's awesome. So absolutely recommend. But yeah, also last night at Ray's Golden Lion, I saw War Troll, who is based in San Francisco, and every single member of the band was decked out. They had troll masks and hair and outfits. Yes. It was a full-on dedication. So sick. And they had characters that they were playing the entire time they were there.
What's the name of that band again?
War Troll.
War Troll, yeah.
So great sound. It was a great show. They really put on the troll persona and were talking and referencing kind of fantasy-based stuff. And they gave out styrofoam pirate swords, little cutlasses. It was a cool ass show.
Did they let everybody keep them, or did they ask for them back at the end of the show?
They gave them out.
Okay.
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. There was a kid whose birthday it was, and they specifically were like, "Where's the birthday boy? Come here." Yeah. And then he specifically got one, and then everyone who had gotten one was in the mosh pit hitting each other with the little swords, including this kid. So that was cool. Shout out Reyes for having all ages shows, especially on little weekday shows that.
Yeah.
Always fun, always a good time. But my number one has to be another weekday show at Reyes, actually.
Okay.
I want to say a month ago, maybe two. Recently, I went to this show that just had this incredible lineup. It was Murloc for the PNW opener, and then Savage Master and Haunt, who are both not PNW.
Badass show.
Badass show. They're very good. I mean, they're big bands. They're touring all over the place. The fact that they were in Tri-Cities was really cool. But I had never seen Savage Master before, and they had this very dramatic opener where no one was on stage. They did sound check. And they were all just dressed like any normal band member. Well, I don't want to say normal, but any band member, right? They've all got their jeans and tanks and whatever. And I'm like, all right, cool. They do their sound check. And then they leave. They all leave and they fog up the stage. And they played this backing track. And they are gone for a while, 5 minutes. And everyone's you guys have been to shows at Ray's. Once sound check starts, people come in, and so for 5 minutes, people are just okay, any second now, and then they all come back out, and everyone now has these purple capes that cover their entire heads and come down their shoulders and neck and collar, and they've got this collar strapped around their necks under that. And so they're all wearing these faceless purple capes with really metal collars. And they're singing through that. And then the lead girl comes on, and she doesn't have that, but she's got this dress on, and she's got her makeup done, and she's like very full on, in the same vibe. And she's the lead singer, so she starts singing, and she's very engaging with the crowd. And then throughout the show, they just had different things that they did. Like, they have this one song where the hook is with whips and chains, and they say that a lot. So it's with whips and chains over and over and over again. And so then she goes over to the side and she grabs a whip and she's like hitting the other members of the band. And then as they're playing, they're like being hit, like reacting to it. And so that's a whole bit. And we're like, oh, sick. Yeah.
Is she really hitting them? Or?
I didn't think so. No. But I mean, maybe. What do I know? Whatever they do is their business.
Yeah, right.
So she goes. She puts the whip away, and I'm like, all right, cool. Later, she goes and she grabs a dagger, and she's doing that, and she's like holding their throats, and like they're playing as she's like pretending to slice their necks, and like she's doing all that. Later, she goes and she grabs a candelabra and lights it, and is on stage holding it up like near the cords and equipment up there, and just dancing around with it and like playing with the candelabra. And then she goes and puts that away, and later she grabs this little gauntlet, like medieval looking straight up gauntlet, and it's got like what I'm assuming is fake blood in it, and it like pours it on herself as she's singing, and like pours it on her mouth, so she has this perfect drip of blood coming down the side of her mouth as she finishes. Like every single song, there was a new something that they were doing on stage. Mind you, she's doing all of this while you've got these purple caped guys whose faces you can't see,
so
who are
much.
also interacting in all of it. Like, it was such a good show.
Wow.
And you never knew. Every time she went over to that corner, you're like, well, what the fuck is up next?
Yeah, what's next?
How is it going to get even crazier? And so that's got to be my top.
We're going to throw actually to a triple block of music here. We'll start with Pain by Tory North featuring Wildcard. And then
Crash by Heavy Bloom.
Heavy Bloom is like, I think like an R&B-ish, very smooth, jazzy, very dope band out of the Bellingham area. And then this is actually one of my picks. This wasn't submitted. This is one of my favorite bands to see live, and one of the best bands I've ever just witnessed. Dryland out of Bellingham, Washington, with the song Stay True. And this is the Tri-Cities.Mixtape Podcast.
Yeah. Graveyard. One time. Filling up my cup of pain, feeling stuck, I'm going insane. Giving up, that's from the brain. Fucking up, that's from the shame. Will I ever break these chains? Will I ever be the same? I come so far, it's kinda strange. Hide these scars, can't hide this pain.
Trying to get right, but depression's ugly, and I really want to leave, but she says she loves me, and I'm tired of taking medicine, inevitable veteran. I'm setting up the letterman when death becomes me, and I got sober, no more rum and Pepsi, and I finally got off all the ice like Gretzky, and I got a pretty ass little girl best friend, but she keeps on fucking everybody else except me. No more Michelob chords or the crystal, the snore bomb, skip on the floor like the middle of war. It's a distant accord, then I'm kissing a whore, and I get her and I leave her leg split like divorce. When I finally stop getting high, get chacaronas, and I went on dope tours, Ohio to Arizona, but my mind still hurts, but these meds do help. It's like Fight Club, cause I beat up myself.
Filling up my cup of pain, feeling stuck, I'm going insane. Giving up, that's from the brain. Fucking up, that's from the shame. Will I ever break these chains? Will I ever be the same? I come so far, it's kinda strange. Hide these scars, can't hide this pain. My grind is hungry, my time is money. I find it funny, then you find it funny. Scan from the bottom like you find the money. You set the trap for any kind of dummy, then you blend so fast that they're blinded from it. All the flaws, you're blinded of them. We all can see, you can't hide it from us. You try and run it, but you're dying from it. Like what?
Through hell, won't light a match, cause the PTSD might send me back. You walk my nerves, mind might react. I work too hard for them like that. Need my peace of mind, need my space and time, can't chase this ego, swallow the pride. Time is compromised,
Filling up my cup with pain, feeling stuck, I'm going insane. Giving up, that's from the brain. Fucking up, that's from the shame. Will I ever break these chains? Will I ever be the same? I come so far, it's kinda strange. Hide these scars, can't hide this pain.
and gave me the green light, thinking I could let you in my life. Coming close, my love. Can you talk to me? Tell me all the things you wanna do to me. Something struck a chord inside my spine, made me feel alright. You drew me in, I
And any bands or shows or anything you've seen recently, Vic, you wanna talk about?
Yeah, actually, I want to get into the band Cold Hearts from Pendleton, Oregon. Yeah, so they are originally like a deathcore band that recently has taken a slight shift more towards hardcore and like beatdown.
Okay, so I know what the difference is because I'm fucking cool, but some people out there might not know the difference between hardcore and deathcore.
Yeah.
I don't really know. Like,
definitely, I guess.
I'm joking. Please explain.
Yeah. Pulling back, so I don't know, maybe fundamental sounds, blast beats, way faster drums, pulling back on so much of the busyness that would come with deathcore music. And I don't want to say pulling back on the screams because the lead vocalist, Jesse Rodriguez, goes crazy either way. But actually, they had a change in personnel with the drummers, and that's what really recharacterized the sound. So now there's more chill, I guess groovy, less busy drums, fatter, and heavier drums. I'll say that. We've got Cam Ballard is on drums now for Cold Hearts, and I think he's doing a great job for helping them define a new sound here.
Are they on Instagram? You know their
They are on Instagram at Cold Hearts PNW, and they've been very active lately. So wrapping up the summer with the Boot Scootin' Breakdowns tour with Diseased and Depraved and Gouged. The last show was at Ray's Golden Lion, and so giving a shout out to them being so busy this summer, playing with other local bands like Malinois and Deadlow. These are all different hardcore metal bands from everywhere between Spokane, Tri-Cities, and the West Side out in Seattle. So
we already follow them. Dope. Shout out to
awesome.
Cold Hearts.
Excellent. It's because we have great taste, right?
Yeah. I may have also gone on your guys' follow lists or who you guys follow and followed all the cool bands.
As you should.
Yeah.
And if you were doing your due diligence, you would know that I have some screen time in their recently released music video for their song Bottom Feeder.
Oh, shit.
Going crazy. I'm a fanboy for Cold Hearts.
No, okay, also, there's a lot of shows or show pictures and shit that Vic posts where he ends up on stage on the microphone.
Come on.
With his shirt off.
I'm a fan. With my shirt off. If my shirt's not off, then I'm not really feeling it.
Yeah. If you're at a show and Vic has his shirt on, your band is not
It's
it.
not good. I'm sorry.
You're not doing it. Sorry.
Yeah, shout out to the Cold Hearts. Those guys have been really active, and they're really getting a lot of big names and traffic coming through the Northwest, especially the Tri-Cities. The members, the band is from Pendleton. They claim Pendleton, but I know several members are here in the Tri-Cities and Yakima as well. So they're really attracting big metal acts to come through. And hopefully, we'll see a lot more traction for the Tri-Cities scene with these guys rooting us on.
Hell yeah, shout out to Cold Heart.
Yeehaw.
We got shows coming up. Or this show launching, this is our first show, and it is airing September 25th, 2024. So for the upcoming weekend or weeks, we got some shows coming up there, Karlee?
Yeah.
I don't know why I said your name like that. I'll edit that out.
So on the 27th at Ray's, we've got an EDM night through B2B, and that starts at 8. And at the Emerald, you've got Cersei at 9 p.m. And then on the 28th, the Emerald has General Mojos with Dozy Dubs Reggae, who I have not seen.
Oh, really? I jammed with Dozy Dubs at the Emerald Open Mic. They're coming back. Shout out to Dozy Dubs.
That should be a good show then, because if you say reggae is good, then I believe you.
Well, no, they in the band, there's like two white dudes with dreadlocks, and usually when I see a band with white dudes and dreadlocks that are playing reggae, it's a big red flag. But they were dope, and they did not live up to the stereotypes, even though the singer was wearing genie pants. But I think if you are a singer, if you're a white dude who's a singer of a reggae band, I think they just issue you a pair of genie pants.
That's actually, they're born with them.
Yeah. They just develop. They just grow out of them naturally.
I mean, they shower in them, they sleep in them, that they live in genie pants. And General Mojos, of course, are always good to see, so the two of them should be good together.
Shout out to Dozy Dubs, the lead guitar player and the drummer, jammed with me, and the drummer's a rapper too. I think his name is I.Z or some IZ Izzy. He's a dope rapper too. He was rapping and playing drums at the same time. Shout out to Dozy Dubs. I'm not just kissing their ass because I made fun of them a second ago.
No, yeah, that show starts at 9. That should be good. But Race also has a show at 7:30, and that has Deluxe Marble Race, Bad Habit, and Not For Nothing.
Oh, shout out to Bad Habit.
I
jammed with those guys like 10 years ago at a barbecue.
Bad Habits kick ass out of Yakima, hometown representation.
Yeah, shout out. Oh, yeah. I forgot. Our girl Karlee here is from Yakima.
I grew up in Yakima. I live here now, but that's where I'm from.
Yeah. She gives us some street cred in that one.
Something like that. Deluxe Marble Race is local. They're young, but they're really good. I've seen them a few times. I've seen Bad Habit a few times. I've seen Not For Nothing, but I don't remember where they're from. I think they're local, but they're definitely PNW. But all good. That's also going to be a great show. So it should be a really good weekend for local music.
Yeah, and if there are any other shows coming up, feel free to tag us in show flyers or DM us, and we'll push those shows. Not just here in the Tri-Cities, but all of the Pacific Northwest.
I might have missed some. Apologies for anything I didn't mention.
Yeah, and as always, there's always an open mic night at the Emerald every Monday. You can do a full band there. Again, I've jammed with so many people there and met so many people that I'll never see again. Like I jammed with those Dozy Dub guys, but actually we'll see them again. So that'll be dope. But let's shoot to some more songs here. Stuck With You by Josiah Davis featuring Futuristic. Now, I know all three of us here have seen Josiah Davis perform over the last few years a few times. And I got nothing but good things to say. That kid keeps getting better. The music, the artistry, he stays busy. He's very prolific. And I'm literally wearing a Josiah Davis t-shirt right now. Oh, I was at Costco earlier, and like this almost 60-year-old white bald dude, he points at my shirt and he's like, oh, that's the 15-year-old, right? He's like, I saved something on Facebook and I'm looking forward to watching it later. I've heard a lot about him. And I'm just like, you did not look like the target demo, but hell yeah.
I just read an article about him, actually, about his summer and how much he did, because, I mean, a track with Futuristic is a big deal. Like, I listened to Futuristic in college. That we would smoke and listen to Futuristic quite a bit. He was on the smoking playlist for sure.
Got to.
And then he came to Get Down and they connected there. But the fact that Josiah has a song with Futuristic, an artist as established as Futuristic, that's huge for him. But on top of that, he just had some of his biggest shows ever. He played in Seattle and Portland, opening up for Hopo Johnson.
Oh yeah, the crowd in Portland.
Big crowds, and they loved him in both.
Oh yeah. So again, shout out to Josiah Davis and Futuristic. I was lucky to see both of them at the Get Down this year. So we got Josiah Davis with Stuck With You featuring Futuristic, and then
we'll have Dashiells by the Lichen Hearts.
And then we got In His Image by Clomster.
Clomster will actually be one of the first interviews we'll have posted. Very talented young man. I saw him at a lot of open mics and did a great interview with him. So shout out to Clomster.
My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear. My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear. Road to atonement. No, I am not a perfect person, and I personally own it. Man, lately it's lonely. Can't seem to place my face in the moment like Greeks and the Romans. Put pedal to the metal, no slowing down for people who ain't care about me. My ass keep hitting on my phone. She said she's scared about me. She said you losing your soul, got on instead of valley. She told me what about your goals, I'm about to reach them proudly. I never understood when Pops told me better watch who's in your neighborhood. My last was perfect to me, but it hurt when she would flame the wood, cause she said she would get better. Demons punching Mayweather, the things I say they upset her. I put it in this hurt ladder like damn. Know some people wanna slime me out, crazy what they doing for a band. Heart is going 100 miles an hour, tell me breathe, but baby I can't. Tell me love was you dishonest when you was all on me, calling me the man. Babe, I can do this again, don't want you around, not even as friends. My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear. My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear.
The feeling in my gut is that it's us. Love is art and girl, you picture perfect, ain't no rush. Look, I don't drink soda, but for you, I got a crush. When I pop the top off, it feel like something more than lust. I just need a little trust. If you gon' hand over that heart to me, left my side pieces on the bench so you could start with me. No monogamy ain't natural. I've been a dog for years, but really just cause I was guarding fears that were a part of me. Pardon me if this a lie. You startled me, I missed the shot. Hardly ever kissing told, but now I'm tagging pics a lot. Proud that you my girl, I'm like, what's up? We having kids or not? Went from just a drawer in the closet to a whole crib this cop. Listen, you the truth, so I won't lie to you. Don't use things against me though. Anytime I confide in you, I ride for you, I die for you. If you sliding for me, just don't ever make me choose between your love and all my dreams, for real.
Don't come crawling back to me. You're the reason why my heart it bleeds. Baby, cause you spare my heart at least. You already took everything out. Don't come crawling back to me. You're the reason why my heart it bleeds. Baby, cause you spare my heart at least. You already took everything out. My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear. My gut tells me that I'm tripping, but my heart tells me that it's really tough. I've been stumbling on the road, I'm stuck with you, my dear.
causing me to shut my mouth. The times that just don't work out. I know the times are precious thing. The times what keeps us living, but the clock strikes time and time's so dead. Freckles on my face seep through my head. If time's so precious, but we're not pure. If I'm not his, but I am yours, I'll pray to you by the ocean shore. We'll find 5 stars and maybe more by God. We made it to 24. It's not for me being complete. Make believe being too long, 'cause church got out. We heard of it from word of mouth. The tide got high, the river swelled. Our pastors screamed of damn it hell. The children yelled and mothers cried. God, please can we get another try? They said no. Going 20 over in a deserted town. I'm in my head, I gotta turn it down. I think of him, I hope he's proud. I don't decide, but I turn the damn car around and go home. Angry and still alone. It's not for me. For being broke a tree, going to deal. It's not time passes swiftly. It's passing without me. Time so precious, we were not pure. If I'm not his, but I am yours, I'll pray to you by the ocean shore. We'll find 5 stars and maybe more by God.
So, some of this we're making up as we go, but the idea with these playlist episodes is that a majority of them are artist submitted songs, and then me and the hosts get to pick a song from a local artist that they'd like to share and add. And my pick was "Stay True" by Dryland. Love that band. If you could ever see them live, or I'm sure their music is streaming everywhere. It's Dryland, Dryland, and that song was "Stay True." And coming up in the next round of music, we have Karlee's pick. So why don't you tell us about what your pick is and why?
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? We'll just move that up. That will be the next song.
Okay, word.
Okay. So So my pick for this episode was "Stay True" by Dryland. We'll get to Vic's later, but we're actually going to have Karlee tell us about her pick, and then we'll throw to it.
Yeah, so up next you're going to hear Excuses by Cobrahawk. They are based in Ellensburg, and they are fantastic. Their lead singer, Lichen, is just so powerful, and she can scream so it's so captivating, especially seeing her on stage. You can't help but be drawn to her. Like, they're all extremely talented, but between the makeup and the stage presence and the voice, you get drawn to Lichen. But they're very talented. I got to chat with them before Get Down this year, and I realized that I had seen them when I was in high school, like as a child. I was really young, and
I swear I've seen that band name for years.
They've been around
on flyers.
for years.
I didn't know they were from Ellensburg. That's awesome.
Yeah, they are very committed to going around the region. So they play in Walla Walla, they play here, they play in Wenatchee, they play in Yakima. They go around, and obviously every once in a while they'll also play outside of the region, but they are committed to maintaining a presence in these pockets of eastern and central Washington that usually get ignored.
Yeah. Actually, I've played some gigs in like some small towns that you think wouldn't be great, but like they so rarely get like live music or good live music that they turn the fuck up.
Exactly,
yeah.
and that's
and
exactly what they told
I've
me.
I've never heard of this town, but these people were fucking awesome.
They talked about a couple venues that were their absolute favorite shows, and it was always in one of those towns where you think, really? There? But they say the exact same thing. You cherish it so much more because you don't get traveling artists. You don't get new shows. You don't get these really powerful on-stage presences that often. And so that's the energy that they bring everywhere they go. So I highly recommend. This song has been my earworm lately. I'm singing it around my house all the time. So this was my pick for episode 1.
Pissed off is unbelievable. And, you know.
If I go tell you, go and tell where you be. You know that misery loves company. Sooner or later you will come around.
forget. Here now I drink just to remember. Life used to be not necessarily any better. Pour another drink for me. Leave that bottle on the table. Drink and contemplate, inebriating with the syllable. Drink just to forget. Now I drink just to remember. Life used to be not necessarily any better. I can't figure out why the whiskey glass is dry again. I can't figure out why it needs to be filled to throw the pain. I can't figure out why my middle finger's in the sky. I can't figure out, motherfucker, I can't figure out. One day won't be long, all this will soon be gone, pissed away like everything else. Tired and lonely all by myself, scarred from it used to be. Dormant mental leprosy, fragile love, this could break. I pray the Lord my soul will take. Pray the Lord my soul will take. I can't figure out myself abuse why I'm without a fear of consequences for my action that I put myself in. I've been constantly working out things around me. Fuck you, don't need anybody, all I need is myself. Fuck you and everybody else.
These streets, tell me what you want from me. Tell me what you want from me. Shawty calling, texting me. Tell me all your wants and needs, I guess. We can be something, cause I'm feeling something for you. Baby, you ain't gotta be rude. I ain't gon' do you like them. No, shawty, I'm not him. No, shawty, I'm not him. You can be my evil twin, cause that past going with the wind. Tell me something, baby, before we can win. Arch her back, cause I wanna get it in. Say that she's down, so she backs it up again. So she backs it up again. So she backs it up again. She a savage. Say she got 3 kids with no daddy. Say she got a lot of heart with some baggage. But I don't really care, girl, I'll have it. Cause you a baddie, she a savage. Say she used to do shit like an addict. Say she used to ride the boat like a captain. Gotta use so fucking bad with some baggage. Girl, you a baddie, but let me have it. Girl, I'll have it. Girl, I'll have it. Girl, I'll have it.
Welcome back to the Tri-Cities Mixtape. We just got done listening to Excuses by Cobrahawk, and that was our co-host Karlee V's pick. And then we had Nolte by the band Nolte. I know a lot of rock bands don't do that, like the whole Mike Jones thing, like just self-promote, but like having a song named after your band is fucking smart. And Nolte's fucking dope. They were one of the first people to respond and send us a track. And I was listening to it today before the show. I mean, you guys are already... These two are so much fucking cooler than me. They're both like younger than me by a lot. But they're already like, oh yeah, I fucking know Nolte. You know Nolte? And I'm like, I just found out about them.
Nolte rocks.
Yeah.
They're really good on stage.
So shout out to Nolte. And then after Nolte, we had Savage by Dre Still Poppin'. Now, a while ago, Karlee and I sat down with Dre. She's a very talented beat maker, producer. She runs her own studio out of...
In the hometown
of Yakima. I definitely brought Karlee in there because she had the Yakima connection, and also Dre is just such a great eclectic artist. What the beats she makes for rappers versus the beats she makes for herself and her own songs are so different but equally powerful and dope. And the interview is going to be great. And shout out to Dre Still Poppin'. Extended Sound Studios is the studio that she operates. I think it's like a one-woman operation from what she told us. She's the engineer and the beat maker and the scheduler and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
PR, publicist, all the above.
It was a great episode, and yeah, it was cool vibes, and I can't wait for y'all. That'll be dropping actually the same day as this episode. So after this episode, y'all can listen to Dre Still Poppin' interview and Flightless. Now, Flightless, they're a bunch of young cats that I just met when I interviewed them.
One of the bands that Vic and I both were gonna shout out and put our pick was Hayes Noble, and they're also very young.
Shout out Hayes.
Super
a name
good.
I see a lot out, and I probably follow them, but I assumed it was a dude and not a band.
So it's Hayes Noble is the lead's name.
Mhm. Yeah,
That's his full name. And then the drummer is his dad, and the bassist is his younger brother.
Yeah.
So it's Hayes Noble and like his dad and brother. So they are Hayes Noble, but also he is Hayes Noble.
Yeah. It's Hayesception.
Yeah.
I like that better than when people do, it's the Dave Davidson band.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's like, well, why not be like, Dave Davidson and the Muskrats or something like that? That's maybe just more of me. Although I'm older, that's more like old, like doo-wop name.
Yeah, dude, all of those are worn out now. Like,
Yeah,
just name
exactly.
it Hayes Noble.
I think it's especially in today's age, like you see something like that, blah blah and the blah blahs, you're like, okay, we've kind of seen that a lot. So I think it works well for them. I think it was a good move, and they're so good. I listen to their music a lot.
Yeah, shout
But
out to
there's a
Hayes
lot
Noble.
of young talent.
They'll definitely be on a future episode.
Is it a group or is it an individual artist? It's musical androgyny.
Yeah, I love that. If you don't see them, you don't know. So then you're compelled to go see them. Surprise mystery factor.
We lack mystery in today's fucking day and age. I was saying before the show that like I've always wanted to be cool and mysterious, but I could never shut the fuck up enough to be mysterious, And so nowadays, it is cool that some bands can still maintain some mystery.
Yeah, they are coming back to Richland. They're performing at Ray's in October and November, I believe. They
dope.
just released a bunch of dates, but if I remember correctly.
Also, bands and people out there, listeners, tell us any dope Halloween shows that are coming up. I love a fucking Halloween show where I can mosh with a fucking Power Ranger and Sonic the Hedgehog and a slutty Freddy Krueger,
The Emerald of Siam and Ray's Golden Lion are doing a 2-day bar crawl for Halloween.
They're doing like a zombie bar crawl or something
It's like
that.
10 bands across 2 days and 2 venues. It should be really cool.
Yeah, we will definitely talk more about that on the next episode.
Yeah, I don't have the details in front of me, so that's all I can tell you.
So, again, this was our first episode. Some of this shit we're making up as we're going along, but we appreciate y'all's patience. So that's pretty much it for us today. We do have 2 more songs, but we didn't want to end the show without getting Vic's pick for a local artist he wanted to shine the spotlight on.
So my pick is Leprous by Grub Munchkin. I kind of made a reference to Grub earlier in the podcast, but Grub Munchkin is a solo horrorcore artist from Spokane.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised when you showed me the song earlier.
Oh yeah. I won't even give it away, but definitely check it out. It's horrorcore, so if you're a fan of horrorcore artists, then you know what to expect. If not, you're in for a pleasant surprise coming up on Halloween season.
Before that, I wanted to give a little shout out to these guys, Antimxb out of Walla Walla. They're a industrial synth punk duo, and apparently the 4th album is coming up. So shout out to, and I hope I'm saying it right, Antimxb out of Walla Walla. Shout out to you guys, and the name of the song is Hell Is Gonna Come. And after that, we'll have
Leprous by Grub Munchkin.
And again, this was the first episode of the Tri-Cities.Mixtape.Podcast. Thank you all for listening. Thanks to all the artists that shared their music. And I hope y'all are going to stick with us for these upcoming interviews. That seems a little too needy. Please like me. Please listen. My dad didn't fucking give me enough attention.
Yeesh.
He never said he loved me. What the fuck was I going to say? Again, thank y'all for listening. Thank y'all for sending in music. And I want to thank again Karlee V and Vic Williamson.
Love and life. Let's do it.
You guys are dope. Thank you again. And Thank y'all for listening. Peace out.
it's waiting. End of your life, it's waiting. End of your life, it's waiting.
I'm about to show hands, red eyes, ski mask, disguise. I'm fighting for my life. I'm a big damn shit, no one leaves this room alive.
Trouble and toil, ha ha ha, boo hoo hoo, hee 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 hee. These people treat me worse than if I was afflicted with the leprosy.
The sting of the